Hello, this is debjoysmeak with Delight of My Art. I'm your Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in mid-Michigan. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today we are doing a sweet and simple card class and you can watch along for free. But if you're watching anytime close to when this is posting, if you place an order for any products in my online store at orderwithdeb.com, I will send you the pre-cut card pack to create all 4 of these cards. So I have these pre-cut packets already. We're going to put one together and then I hope that you are inspired. Let me know in the comments which card of these is your favorite, and there is going to be some variation depending on what pieces I got to cut out of the designer series cardstock or the designer series paper. The drinks here are going to be a little bit different per card, and then which turtles you get are going to be a little bit different too. So let's go ahead and get into it. So these are the cards we're making today, and these two are actually both of the bundles that we're featuring for our In Color Craft Along in June. We're going to have 12 different projects over 6 days, and today is the last day to sign up for that full package. So if you are interested in that, please send me a message on email at debjoysmeak@delightofmyart.com, or you can message me on Facebook at Delight of My Art as well. I'd love to send you the link. And we also will have a tutorial only option for that as well. But let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to show you which stamp sets I'm using. And of course, if you get this package sent to you, you can use whatever you have on hand. But these are the ones that I'll be using today. So the Impressions Abloom goes with this first card here. The Cheers and Sips are going to go with this next one with the Cheers, It's Your Day. We have Turtley Awesome. This is such a cute set, and the paper is super fun too. And then we have this Cutest Onesie. In this one, we're going to be stamping this and die cutting it together. So let's go ahead and put these together. So most of this I will have already pre-cut for you, except for the onesie because you're going to be doing the stamping and then the die cutting. So I'm just going to take out my whole stack of pre-cut pieces. This is what you would receive if you were to place an order over $50 from the 17th, May 17th through the 23rd of 2025. All right, so I'm just going to take this first stack here, and then we'll set these aside. You will also get an envelope in your stack here. And so we have this nice oval, and your cardstock is already pre-scored for you. I really spoil you with the sweet and simple card class. I want to make it nice and simple. Let's see, where's my bone folder? There it is. So I'll do all the stamping together. Usually on videos, I will skip all of that, but this is going to be a little bit longer just to show you how everything works and how you can put everything together or using your glue and tips like that. We've got all your little pieces in here, and here is your inside insert piece. All right, so this piece is embossed with the Gardens and Glass embossing folder. This is the flowery one. And so that will just go on flat onto the card front here. This is a good tip for the glue here. Look at the thin, thin layer of glue that I put on there. You don't need very much. I like using that liquid glue though, because it gives me a little bit of wiggle time to get this straight on that card front, but it gives a good hold. After a couple of seconds, it's not going anywhere. All right, so then we have this piece. We're going to decorate on the oval here. Let's do our stamping first. We're going to use ink pads. I forgot to show which ink pads I was using. We're going to use Secret Sea, Strawberry Slush, Basic Gray, and Darling Duckling. So I'm going to take out my Secret Sea for this one. And we're just going to get out this Thanks. There it is. This one. And we'll just put it on this little banner here. This is from my favorite die set, Stylish Shapes. Is that what it's called? Now I'm having a blank. Very cute. We have thanks. Let's go ahead and do our inside inking while we have the ink pad open. Thanks so very much. And we can do this cute little detailed leaf here in the corner. And on the envelope, because we want to decorate the envelope at the same time. We'll put our ink pad, close our ink pad so I don't dip my sleeves in there. And then we'll get all of our pieces together. Now, I do wish that I had some adhesive sheets on hand when I did some of the die cutting for the stems here, but I'll show you how to make do without having them run with the adhesive sheets. But I do recommend the adhesive sheets for these. And I have them in my cart all ready to go, but I don't have them at the moment. So hello to everybody watching right now. We've got Melanie, Laverne, and Nadine. Hello. Let's go ahead and put this inside piece inside so we can clear off a few things from the desktop here. This is our Sweet and Simple class that we did in person here in Michigan last week, Thursday. We had 11 come out and play with me. It was so much fun. I love our in-person gatherings. All right, so here we're going to take the stem here. We have two stems. We've got one that has a double and one that has a single. And so I kind of wanted to have this longer one in the center so that this bigger flower can kind of go there. And I want it to end about there so we have room for that flower to go. So we know that it goes almost to the end. So that helps me know where that's going to go. You can roll up some glue dots or just kind of dab a little bit of the liquid glue on here. I've got a real gentle hand on the liquid glue, but if you're not good at just squeezing out the tiniest bit, I would just recommend putting a glue dot maybe on the bigger tip here. I'm just going to hold this with the side of it. You could use tweezers here also if that's easier. Let's just go ahead and stick that down. After about 2 seconds, that should be stuck. And we can put this other one. I'm going to stick this one down further, like and off to the side a little bit. And this will stick down off and we're just going to trim that off. So I'm not going to add glue to the entire thing, just about halfway down this, right? Like that or something. I'm going to kind of connect those so it looks like they're from the same stem. Like this. This is one of my favorite new bundles, Impressions Abloom. And again, we've been showing a lot of different ideas for this one. If you saw my swap share video yesterday, there were a bunch in that one too. And I'll be sharing those pictures up close on Facebook so you can see those as we lead into our in color craft along. And these are all of our new in colors. So we've got Strawberry Slush, and we've got Timid Tiger, Darling Duckling, Cloud Cover, and Secret Sea. I think they look really nice together as well. So let's go ahead and add our flower centers. These were all cut with the dies that go along with this bundle. And it gives you some detail on the inside too. It's actually a removable insert, so you don't have to have that detail in there, but I like to keep it in there. And this will be all cut for you for this class. Let's go ahead and add our leaves. Let's see, we're just going to add those kind of in the middle here. Just add a little bit of liquid glue and stick that off center so you can see the leaves like that. Debbie loves the Impressions Abloom bundle, right? I know, I love the blossoms it makes too. I think they're so pretty. And I feel like you could really build these up too. Let's build them up with some dimensionals. I'm going to put this cloud cover one on first. We got Timid Tiger. Hello to Bonnie for the first time catching me live. Welcome. I know I'm not usually on a Sunday. It's my birthday today. I went out into the yard and I picked myself a birthday bouquet of Lily of the Valley. It smells so good. I'm just going to carry it around with me all day, I think, because it smells so nice. Let's tuck that in. Okay, so we have our oval all done. Yes, there is an option to add the Abloom bundle to the big package for the craft along. We already had our delightful card club run through, so um, it's that was for this month. So that one should be arriving to you tomorrow, I think. And I'm creating the video for that shortly here. I'm running a little bit behind, but it's been a really busy week. I think May is just a little bit crazy. So oops, here's my dimensionals. Cece says happy birthday, and Bonnie. Oh, and Holly, thank you. We've got our little banner here. Let's put that off to the side a little bit. Ooh, I can even have some of the flower popping off, and then this will just go on. We'll put this on dimensionals too. Why not? Yeah, thanks for joining me on my birthday. I do feel special today. My husband got up and made me breakfast, and we went to church, and I took a nap in the sun. It was nice. It's a nice day here. Just taking it easy today. He made us some lunch too, homemade chicken tenders, just fried up some chicken. It was really good. And he's going to make dinner, whatever that is. My husband's a good cook, so I appreciate that. Last weekend for Mother's Day, he made me a T-bone steak, and that was so good. I hope he does it again. All right, so here is card number 1. We're all done already. And we have our matching envelope. So that was the Impressions Abloom bundle. Let's go ahead and move on to card number 2. And we're going to use the next one that uses the same ink pad. This is the Cheers and Sips bundle. So we'll put that off to the side here and pull out. We've got our card stack here. So we'll just go through each of these stacks to see which stack it is. So it's this one. I'll just put these off to the side and let's move forward here. So we've got our envelope. We'll put that off to the side for just a second. We've got our thick white card base. We'll be putting that here. All right, and here is a piece that has been embossed with the other embossing folder in that same set, the Gardens and Glass embossing folder. I think this is so pretty. So this is like the glass version. And then this is the paper from that suite. So Celebratory Sips, I think it's called. It's got a whole bunch of cute little papers. And look, we did a little, I did your fussy cutting for you. I did a bunch of different cutting on some drink pieces. And this doesn't have to be an alcoholic drink, right? This is just fun summer drinks. Or it could be an alcohol drink, which is fun too. All right, so here we have our embossed piece. All right. Ooh, this is why I like the liquid glue. It kind of scoots around till you get it just right. And then we have our drink. We'll just add that to the background. These are nice, quick, and simple cards, thus the name. All right, and now we'll get our ink pad back out. We've got Secret Sea. This is such a nice color. It's kind of like a deep navy, almost like a black navy. Think of like a dark navy suit. It's just so classy. All right, so we got our cheers. I think I've been using this one the most. This one's probably my favorite. I thought it was going to be strawberry slush, and I love that color too. All right, so we've got cheers, it's your day. Let's add that on with dimensionals. And we'll just kind of overlap the other elements on the card there, and then we'll add our little bow, which I pre-tied for you. The linen thread, I love linen thread. It matches every single card. So we've got our little bow there. And this card is done too. Actually, we need to do the inside, right? What did we do on the inside? Oh, we did these cute little raspberries. Okay, so let's pull out our raspberries. I guess we weren't done with the ink quite yet. Since this is a white card, we didn't need to do a white insert. We'll just open it up and do some of these raspberry. I would think these are raspberries, right? They look raspberry-ish. Black raspberries now because they're in this darker color. And then we can do it on the envelope too. So there is card number 2. Black with a hint of blue, said Kenzie. Yes. All right, so here is different versions, and whatever drink you might end up with is a fun surprise. So there's card number 2. Let's go ahead and clean up the desk just a smidge, and we'll get out. Let's do the turtle next. So it looks like we get a little gardening turtle. Our sample over here was the bird watcher. And the other one that you might get is one holding a little honey pot with some bees. So each one has a bonus piece that I've fussy cut for you. So this one will have an extra flower. This one had some extra little birds. And the honey pot turtle will have a little grouping of bees to glue on. So here's another thick white card base. Yeah, a lot of people popping on. Hello, welcome. So it's a nice and easy, quick and simple cards we're doing today. So we're using the Turtley Cute Suite here. Look how cute. I mean, there's a bunch of these papers with a bunch of turtles doing the cutest little things, and I just fussy cut one of the pages, but there must be 3 or 4 different sheets of turtles doing cute things, and then the other sides are cute little turtle designs. So perfect. We've got a little white border there at the edge, and that's it. We've got this piece, which is going to be our grounding piece. This is just basic beige, and all we got to do is put it up on dimensionals. Nice and easy. All of these cards are quick and simple. I hope everybody's having a good day. It's a beautiful day today. I think it's 62 or something like that. Just nice and pretty. Before I stick this on, I want to kind of hover this on here to see how tall it actually is, and then stick it on. Let's put this one right here. And look how cute that is. So she's watering a little plant here, and we'll just add her flat. Just adding glue where it overlaps this circle. I'm going to put her off the edge just a little bit for funsies. We can add another little flower here, and let's take out our stamps. So I want It's Okay to Take It Slow and Sweet Friend. And then we have a little flower too. We did use this with the Strawberry Slush ink in class, and so you can see that my stamps are stained. And let me give you a tip. Before I put this out for class, I should have, and I didn't, I should have stamped all of these in my Versamark ink pad, because your stamps will stain less if you kind of cover them with this clear ink pad. So they do a lot better with the staining if you kind of prep them. So that's a good tip. So pink and red ink pads do tend to stain your stamps. It doesn't affect how they work, but just a tip if you like to keep your stamps a little bit cleaner. All right, we still have this little strip here. I'm going to put Sweet Friend on that one, and then we're going to snip it. Just like that. And then we'll do our It's Okay to Take It Slow. I just thought all of these images were just such nice, like they just look like they're having lots of fun. Just kind of chilling. It's okay to take it slow, right? And then let's glue all these pieces in first, and then I'll open it and do the inside. We'll keep our ink pad up here and try not to stick our face in it. That would be a feat, wouldn't it? I hope I don't stick my face in it. We'll stick my foot in my mouth and say the wrong thing. Stick my arm in it. All right, so we're gonna stick this on with dimensionals. We'll put 2. Like that. We're just gonna stick it. I want to overlap this a little bit. I want to trim this just a smidge so that the angle matches the other side. There. Sweet friend. And then we can put our little, look at my cute little trash can. I got this at the Dollar Tree a while back. I thought it was so cute. It's my little desk trash can. All right, we can put our little flower on here, kind of decorate that. And then on the inside, we can stamp some flowers. So this one is free to be whatever theme you want, as the it's okay to take it slow could be for like vacation, but it could also mean like a recovery from a surgery or something. So anything that you want need it for the future, we're just going to leave the saying on the inside blank, and that makes it more versatile. There we go. So card number 3 is done. We'll put our strawberry slush ink pad away. Isn't that cute? So here's the other version. And then we have our last card, our little baby card. And I was keeping this one gender neutral with this new Darling Duckling, which just sounds like a baby name color, like it belongs on a baby blanket. So we made a baby blanket and a little cute thing here. So this one's using Cutest Onesie stamp bundle. So let's get out all of our pieces. We've got our envelope here. Always pull that out first and set it to the side so I don't accidentally stamp on it. We've got our Darling Duckling, which is a new in color base that you'll get. So you'll get to see all the new in colors if you get this kit. And again, you can get it for free if you place an order in my online store, orderwithdeb.com, at over $50 between now and the 23rd, which I think is next Friday. Yes. Just checking. This is one of our new tag dies, and I think that I forgot to write down the name of this one, but this one's super cute. It's got I think it's called Tags to Go. I don't remember. If somebody in the comment, Tina, if you're watching, maybe you could look that up and see what this one was called. It's tags something, but it's super cute. I love these 2 tags together. And since they do all the die cutting here, you get an extra little heart when you do the die cutting. So I've included that little heart, and we'll just pop it up on the inside over here. And you've got a cute little hanger. This is one of my favorite parts about this whole stamp set. The dies for the onesie cut a little hole in the neck so you can stick this tiny hanger inside. It's so stinking cute. And then we've got our embossing folder here with the circles. This is a 3D embossing folder, and it's so 3D. So that's going to go on the front of our card. All right, let's go ahead and put this together. Did you guys see the swap share video from yesterday? Get a bunch of inspiration from a bunch of different demonstrators. I really liked all of the samples that I shared. It was neat to see everybody's different ideas. So if you haven't seen that yet, but make sure to pop back. It's the video right before this one. All right, so that looks like a baby blanket to me, right? It's just so cute. And then we'll just glue these together. We don't have to do any stamping on these, so we're allowed to go ahead and glue. I feel like if you're stamping on something, make sure you stamp on it before you glue it on anything, because if you mess up, you can just turn it over. Now let's scoot that so that it's straight. Again, we're using liquid glue, so we can do some scootling around, making sure that's straight. And then we can put that on. I was going to say put it on with dimensionals, but I don't think you need to because of all the bumps on this. This is almost like a dimensional. So I'm just going to add glue to the back of this. It's already going to look popped up even though it's not. But but I'm going to add a little bit more glue because I'm not sure where it's going to grab on because it's just grabbing onto those bumpity bumps. And that is the technical term, bumpity bumps. So here we go. We gotta get out our cute little tiny pieces. Ah, so cute. All right, so with this little heart, I'm gonna get out a mini dimensional. I think it will fit on there. And we'll stick that in the hole here. Cute. And then this is the insert piece. Okay, so now we can do some stamping here. We'll stick our hanger here so we don't lose it. We've got our inside piece. We've got our strip for the congratulations. And this piece of lemon lolly is going to be for the onesie. So let's get out our basic gray and do our onesie on the lemon lolly. Cute. And while we have this out, there's a tiny little buttons that you can add to the onesie. There's a little pocket you could add. So cute. So I'm gonna put this closer to my face so I can see if it's right up there. But I want to put this up to the collar there. Ah, cute. Isn't that cute? Okay, so that's that one. And on the inside, yes, we do wishing you lots of joy in the gray too. So while we have this open, I'll pull that out and do this inside piece. And then we can put this one away. We'll do our congratulations and a little bit of hearts with our Darling Duckling stamp pad. So we have our hearts. There's congratulations. Okay. Congratulations. And that goes on this little strip here. Nice. And we have this cute little scripty heart. So we're just going to add a bunch of little hearts around the joy. And since we have this out, we need to do the envelope, of course. So let's put some little hearts on here too. We're almost done, you guys. This was 4 cards together. So let's put these off to the side. We'll get our die cutting machine out in just a little bit, but we'll prep all of these other pieces. Let's do, I like these angle cuts because you don't have to be straight. It can be angly and you meant to do it like that. All right, so that's going to go on top of the onesie. Once we put that together, we can put this on the inside now, and we can put the envelope off to the side for now. So again, I'm going to add my thin bead about 1/4 of an inch in from the edge, maybe even a squiggle in the middle, not really necessary. And stick that on the inside here, holding it by the edges, dropping it in, and it gives me a little time to wiggle that in. It's already straight. I don't need to wiggle. All right, so let's go ahead and pull out our die cutting machine. I've got my mini off to the side here. I love the mini because if you're anything like me, when you craft, your desktop fills with things and you have about this much space left anyway. And so this always fits on my desktop without too much shoving things out of the way. All right, so we have our onesie and we have our plates here. We got the white plate, one of the number 2s. There's the number 2, number 1, number 2. And then we'll put this in here. We've got to get our die out. So here's our die, and you can see there's an extra little slit here for the neck that doesn't go all the way. So then that will create the hole for the hanger. Oh, we got people moving around. We can't stay quiet too long at my house. We've been lucky it's been quiet so far. I'm just gonna get out some washi tape because I like this to stay put as I'm running it through. So I'm going to line this up. It lines up perfectly with all of the edges right inside the edge of that die. And so with my deft fingers, let's see, there, that looks pretty good. Now, when you put the plates through the mini machine, you do want to have them staggered, almost like a stair step or something, because they grab through the rollers a little bit easier this way. So I'm just going to hang on to the top here and pull that through. If you ever have your machine kind of resist you putting it through, something is probably wrong and you'll need to reevaluate your sandwich. Oh, look how perfect that is. It's completely perfect. What do you know? So let's put this, this is well used. I use my plates until they pretty much fall apart and then I can replace those. All right, so here is all of our pieces and our cute little hanger. Watch this. So this little hanger, there's that little slit in the back. I'm just gonna poke that top of the hanger through the back and pull it. Oh my goodness. Is that not the cutest thing? It's so cute. All right, so we will be putting this on dimensionals right here. Where did my dimensionals go? It covered them up. So I'm going to put one dimensional over here to kind of hold that hanger in place. Maybe one over here and one in the middle. I think that'll do nicely. All right, we've got our cute little onesie right here. Whoops. And our congratulations. I'm going to put maybe some mini dimensionals on the edges because this is already bumped up in the middle and that will help hold it right there. Oh, it's so cute, right? Kidsy loves the hanger. All right, so there we go. We're done with the fourth card. That was it. So we have all of our cards here. Our two turtley cards, our two drink cards, and our Spanx cards. Thank you for playing with me today. And again, if you place an order in my online store, you can get this whole package, ooh, I'm all fuzzy, sent to you for free. So you don't need to use a host code or anything. If you log in, you can opt in to get your Stampin' Rewards, and I do want you to claim those. You get 10% back on everything that you purchase. So if you make that $50 purchase, $5 goes in your account to use on an order in the future, and that saves in there for a full year. It's like Kohl's Cash, only way better because those expire way sooner than these do. So thank you again for watching. I hope you enjoy my birthday day. And if you would like some more information on the In Color Craft Along, again, today is the last day, Sunday the 18th, the last day to claim that full big package. So it's $84 and includes over $50 in Stampin' Up! Supplies, plus gifts, and the full color directions that are a printable, and you'll get to follow along on all of our live videos starting on June 1st. So I hope that you send me a message. Again, my email is debjoysmeak@delightofmyart.com, or you can message me on Facebook. You can find me there at Delight of My Art. All right. Thank you for watching again, and I hope that you guys have a wonderful day. Bye, guys.